Here we are for round 9 of the career mode, a series I haven't actually done in a few months' time, and also haven't actually commentated on for a long time as well. So here we are for round 9. If you can remember all the way back to last time, we actually managed to get points for only the second time this season. So yeah, we're just collecting the resource points there. But you can see at the beginning, we've been written a written warning from Renault. So yeah, we're going to have to up our performance this weekend, because right now we have been underperforming. Of course, Hulkenberg on 14 points, we're only been on 3. So we're going to try to do the track acclimatization, just see if we can. We have improved a lot since last time. I mean, we've done a lot of league races and beginning to click a bit more of the game. So we should be able to get through the first, well, Q1 quite easily. Q2 I'm not quite sure, but you can see that we actually made a mistake and we're going to advance straight to qualifying because, yeah.
Interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top 3, who are Hamilton, Vettel and Valtteri Bottas.
But you can see we actually, in the practice session, we're actually 13th, so normally we're actually right at the bottom, so this is actually going to bode well for qualifying at least, if we can get 13th in practice. So here we are now, on our first qualifying lap. This should be our one and only one. You can see Verstappen saying the fastest lap, but it's been quite a tidy lap so far. But I mean, you'd have to go all guns blazing, because we got through Q1 at Baku last time and we were much slower all the way back then, so you can see definitely much more fine-tuned with the game. So we should be able to probably even get into Q3. So for once we can actually meet our team's qualifying objectives, because so far we haven't met any this season, and we actually might even be able to challenge Hulkenberg. So as we retire for the end of the session, you can see actually we did out-qualify Hulkenberg in Q1. It's only Q1, so it's not going to show what we're going to do for the rest of the race. But you can see qualified 10th, we qualified 8th, and you can see Daniel Ricciardo also quite low down the order. So the fact that we out-qualified our teammate in a Red Bull is surely a good sign for this weekend, and you can see going to Q2. Hopefully we actually might be able to get through for once. This will probably be our first time. It will be our first time getting to Q3 if we can do it, and of course the team expects us to do it. So yeah, I don't see why we can't do it. But you can see Ricciardo's finally done a quite good lap, but you can see it's beaten straight away by Bottas, who goes a lot quicker. And you can see rain's actually beginning to fall, so it's quite important that we're going to get our lap in this early on. You can see it's been a tidy lap, and we come around for second, so we actually out-qualified the Red Bull again. So as we return to garage, we actually qualified 8th. We safely got through, but this time was actually behind our teammate. And Max Verstappen, trying to get through on the super softs, gets knocked out. So that was interesting. But Mercedes definitely look like the fastest car today. But yeah, we actually got quite a good pace. So Q3 is actually fully raining now, so we're going to do a lap on Inters. This is going to be our first lap, so it's not too important we get it right, but it's going to be quite good to get a banker on board. So we're going to go into the corner. We actually get on the curb a bit, and actually we're going to go right into the gravel, because if you brake on the curb, even with ABS on, you literally well, it didn't brake properly. And you can see we run ride on our second lap, so we're going to have to rely on our final lap, which we're going to do later in the session, because right now we are 5th, but as we return to garage, we're actually 9th. So this is our final lap. And yeah, although our team actually want us to get 9th, we don't want to risk slipping below Sainz. But you can see this is already a really good start to the lap, and if we can keep this up, we can definitely gain time through the last corner. So you can see now, nearly a 10th and a half up. We're actually going to extend it to almost 2 tenths. So we go into this corner, actually nailing it this time. Actually gaining a bit more time. Again, not the best exits. We actually lose a bit of time on our other PB. Trying through gear 5, we're going to dip down to gear 4 now instead of gear 5 like we did last lap. And we've actually gained quite a bit of time as a result, going into the final 2 corners. As long as we can nail this corner, just playing it safe, and we're going to gain a lot of time. We're going to go all the way to about 4 tenths up, sorry. And we're actually P5, so yeah, it's very surprising that we've actually managed to out-qualify quite a lot of good drivers, including Daniel Ricciardo. So the Force India actually looking like it can actually challenge the Red Bull now, and Renault definitely looking the 5th fastest team. So hopefully we can overtake Haas and actually hunt down Williams, who are currently in 5th in the constructors, because of course that is our main goal. But again, actually meeting both the criteria. So let's listen to our agent. Okay, so it's just the normal. I'm trying to beat Kvyat, finish 11th in the constructors, the championship standings, which is unlikely, but let's have a look.
Raikkonen, Perez, Renault and Ricciardo, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Sainz and Felipe Massa, Hamilton, Verstappen, Romain Grosjean and Kvyat, Magnussen, Alonso, Pascal Wehrlein and Lance Stroll, Ericsson and Stoffel Vandoorne completes the grid.
So you can see that Hamilton actually gets a penalty, so he's actually going to be starting behind us.
So let's put the build on this position throughout the race.
See, engineer just trying to give us a bit of advice. We're going to go for, we're going to actually try a one stop onto the super sauce because it actually says it's going to rain a bit later. So hopefully you can stretch them to the rain period, and it might be able to gain us some time if we can have a strategic advantage. Here we are now, 5 lights, and away we go. Can we get a good result today? Can we get 7, which is what the team wants us? It's going to be hard. We've got a few fast drivers behind us. We're going to do the cutback on Vettel. Perez squeezed them wide, and we gained a position on Vettel, who's actually falling back through the field already, so it's been a horrible start for him. Meanwhile, we're going to hang around the outside of Perez, even so we get a bit caught up on the curb. So actually, we're going to lose a bit of traction, but again, we're going to get quite a good run on him around the outside. We actually got it, but again, he's going to come back on the inside. We're side by side, we're losing a lot of time to Bottas up ahead. We actually get tagged by Perez, but he goes wide as well. We're going to try to nip it up the inside, but he manages to hold on to the position. But yeah, really good start. We both gained a position up, us and Perez, and Vettel has lost 3 positions. So as a result, we're actually up to 4th. I mean, there's no way we're going to catch Raikkonen and Bottas, but if we could just keep in this position, it would be a really solid result. But we got 2 Red Bulls, a Mercedes and a Ferrari behind us, so they're probably going to get past us in due course. You can see Grosjean out of the race, and also I forgot to add Ocon and Force India definitely look like they can actually challenge Red Bull this season. So it's going to be hard to stay with them. You can see Perez beginning to pull away. Meanwhile, now on lap 5, trying to defend from Ricciardo, who's right behind us. We're going to try to just keep it on the middle of the track, but we're going to hit a curb. We're going to go right, and actually we're going to lose position to Ricciardo and Vettel. We're going to try to squeeze him to the inside, hold it around the outside of Vettel, but again we're going to get squeezed a bit wide. We both get a bad exit, and out of nowhere Ocon has managed to get up the inside of Vettel. He's going to try to go side by side with us. He's going to go up the inside, we're going to hold it around the outside, but here comes Ocon. He's going to have superior traction and the Force India straight line speed, much faster than the Renault. Again, he's going to hold it up the inside. We actually run slightly wide, and that's him up into 5th place. So Vettel once again has lost another position, and Vettel and I are falling through the field now. Meanwhile, we're getting put under pressure by Vettel again. You can see behind us, Hamilton, after starting 11th, is actually overtaken Sainz, so he's actually right behind us now. And after starting 8 positions behind what was his real-life championship rival, he's now right behind him. Meanwhile, this is up ahead of us, and you can see after overtaking us, Ricciardo overtook Perez. So you can see now, here comes Raikkonen, he's pitted. We're going to go side by side with him. You can see Hamilton's overtaken Vettel. So already, I think Vettel's had a really tall race so far. I don't know if he's got an issue or anything, but you can see now we've got 2 Ferraris and the Mercedes right behind us, and I think Verstappen's right behind them as well. But you can see Raikkonen's not going to take he's not going to take any chances. He gets us straight away on his fresh tyres. But meanwhile, we've got Hamilton now, who's also really going to put us under pressure, but he actually peels off into the pits. So, and that's going to give us a bit more rest. But he's probably going to come out well ahead of us now because he's doing an undercut. You can see Vettel now behind us still, but you can see Kvyat's out the race. But Vettel still hasn't managed to find a way past us, but he's going to go round the outside now. This corner, we're going to leave him the space, and he's cleanly got us. So no point putting up a fight, really. Even so, we're going to see if we can just follow him now. You can see Verstappen's now 1.7 seconds behind us, so he's worked his way through the midfield, and he is actually behind us. So yeah, we're actually going to be under threat from him as well, because the Red Bull is much faster than us right now. As I said, we're the 5th fastest team, but we're well off the Force Indias and the Red Bulls, who are sort of battling for 3rd right now. You can see now, as we get out the pit lane, we're going to join right behind Ericsson. So you can see rain in 10 minutes as predicted, but we should be able to take these tyres till then. We're going to get Ericsson up the inside. You can see we've got Perez up ahead, but as other people pit, yeah, we've got Vettel. So that explains it. Vettel has actually had an issue, and that's why he's been so slow. We've actually managed to do the undercut on him, and we've done the undercut on Verstappen, even so Verstappen really didn't actually overtake us, so it wasn't really an undercut. But a few laps later, Verstappen's caught right up to us. We're going to go defensive. Verstappen's going to go around the outside. We're going to try to defend, but Verstappen around the outside, and he's known for his really good overtakes, but that was one of them. And just got taken around the outside. I mean, Red Bull much better downforce, nothing much we can do. So we're going to ask for another Red Bull report, but we dropped quite a bit back from Verstappen. You can see now he's right on the back of Perez now, so maybe Red Bull are still a bit faster than the Force India. As you can see now, Verstappen's going to overtake Perez around the outside. They're going to go side by side, and towards the end of the straight, we're going to see if we can take advantage of it. We've got Perez's DRS, but not going to quite make it. So yeah, now you can see anyone to lap 24. Still right behind Perez, so our tyres are beginning to fade away now. And you can see behind us, Bottas is out of the race. So I forgot to add, he actually made a pit stop and approached right behind us, right in front of his teammate. So that was going to be his last pit stop. So he technically would have been about P2 up the road. So now we've got Hamilton behind us, and we're going to pit onto Inters because it's beginning to rain. And it's a really risky strategy call. We might be actually risking a points position right now because we're in the solid P7. but we're going to risk it onto intermediates because it's beginning to rain. But the question is, if the safety car's only out for 1 or 2 laps, this might be the wrong tyre, because right now it's definitely not the right tyre, and we're just going to have to wait and see. So lap 25 now. This is actually lap 27, so it stayed out for quite a few laps. You can see now it's raining a bit more heavily, so this might help us a bit. But here comes Van Dorn around the outside, and we actually managed to defend from him. So this next corner will be a good indication to see if it's inters or not. We're going to see if we can go up the inside of Stroll and see if we can out-traction him. But yeah, we actually out-traction him, so yes, actually might be inters. And you can see Wehrlein letting everyone through. He's unfortunately been caught out because he's a lap down. Meanwhile, we're going to dive out the inside of Magnussen. We're going to out-traction him. But on the second phase, he's going to get us with the Ferrari straight line speed. But again, we're going to nip up the inside of Vettel, who's having a torrid race so far. He's going to try to defend. I don't know if he's got his engine issue fixed, but yeah, he's managing to defend that position. So it's not all bad for Vettel. He should be still in the points. But again, here we are now, and you can see actually we're much faster than Vettel. Up the inside, we go a bit deep, but Vettel then actually makes an error, so we're going to try to get him again. We are now side to side. So yeah, now DRS is disabled, and we actually have made the right choice, because right now the inters are now faster as of now than the softs, because DRS has been disabled. So if we can just hopefully see where we can come out, hopefully actually might be in a better position than we were before. But you can see now everyone's spilling into the pits, so here we are now, we're going to come through, and Raikkonen's behind us. Raikkonen was the net leader, and he's behind us, so right now we are actually in the net lead as it stands. So we'll just see how far Raikkonen is behind us, because you've got Perez up ahead, who's surely going to pit this lap, because it's definitely inters. But you see Raikkonen 8 seconds behind us, so in 6 laps that's definitely manageable for the Ferraris, because they're more than a second lap faster than us. But right now we actually have a chance of winning the race, but not if Perez holds us up like that, because we managed to get around his outside, but we already lost a few tenths as Verstappen peels into the pits. Sure enough, we are in the lead, so our strategy call has paid off. A bit of luck there that the safety car stayed out a lap longer, but he made the right choice. You can see Raikkonen behind us, Ricciardo in third, so Ricciardo's had quite a good race because he started behind us, of course, and he overtook us on pure pace. But on strategy now, we're actually ahead of them. You can see now Raikkonen has been gaining a lot, and you can see he's already closed down to 2 seconds in about 4 laps, so the Ferrari much faster than us. And of course, heading on to that 35, he's actually caught up to us. So we've got 4 straights to defend from him, really. They're the only real overtaking spots. We should be able to keep him at bay this lap, but next lap's going to be the hard one. So we're going to be on board for the rest of the race now. Just trying to keep it cool, keep it calm, as we just try to hold on to this win. This will be a historic win. Of course, our season's sort of going like Stroll season, to be honest. Of course, we had our only first real points finish last race, and of course we had one in China, but that was long ago. But this actually might be a podium, so we're actually doing a real Lance Stroll right now if we can actually do this. But can we hold on for the win? That is the question. Seconds in the bag. You can see Ricciardo's about 8 seconds behind, and he can't catch it up in 1 lap. But you can see our engineers shouting a lot of stuff on us, and right now we really would like to tell him to shut up, but we're going to have to focus now, because Raikkonen's right behind us. Can we hold on for the win after getting 3 points all season? Can we literally times our point score by 10 if we can actually get this win? So can we actually do it? Last 2 corners, we're actually going to get on the curb a bit. We've got 2 corners to go. We're going to go defensive, so Raikkonen can't get us. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to out-traction us, and around the outside of the last corner, and he actually out-tractions us, and that is, unfortunately, yeah, second. So we had it to the last corner, and then we made a slight error on the curb. And yeah,
there's so many factors to worry about when the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pick for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
well, I'm not going to complain because we were probably the 8th fastest guy on track, but I mean, it would have been nice if we actually got the win. I mean, we were literally in the lead until the last 2 corners, and it was only because, well, firstly, the Ferrari has much better downforce than us, but we got quite a bad run. But yeah, Raikkonen was always going to probably be faster than us.
Wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead to the top of the championship. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula 1 season.
So you can see actually Hulkenberg all the way down at 12th, but we get 2nd. What a result. Vettel actually comes back to 7th, but you can see Ferrari still lead this constructors, but Daniel Ricciardo has overtaken Hamilton for 3rd. So Red Bull actually are challenging Mercedes. So, and Force India, of course, well clear. So are Williams of us. But we're actually right behind Haas now, so we're definitely closing back up to them. So it's been quite a good performance. So you can see we add on to the resource points. Much better than last few races. You can see that thrashing Kvyat in the rivalry. But you can finally see we're beginning to build up our reputation now. And before long, if we can keep up these results, we actually might be challenging Hulkenberg a bit more regularly for #1 driver. We can see now we're going to just do one more upgrade to the car because we've got enough resource points. We're going to do one quick upgrade, and then that will be it. So you can see now we're just going to upgrade the powertrain quickly. We're going to choose reliability. And that's going to be it. So see you next time for Great Britain, one of my favourite tracks.